No Alphabets Insight by Poikayil appachan. Poikayil appachan is also known as Poikayil Johanna. He is a preeminent figure of the Kerala Renaissance. His parents and his community had to undergo the bitter experience of slavery, realizing that the rigid caste system among the Hindus, one that promoted untouchability and social exclusion, was a root cause of the agonizing plight of the Dalits. He embraced Christianity at the age of 17 to escape the social stigma of casteism, but soon it became evident to him that the church offered no solace to the Dalits. The unequal division of the Varna system had cast its dark shadow to deep even within the folds of the church. He was a prolific writer and an eloquent speaker. He captured the attention of huge crowds. Appachan found that the only way out for the Christian Dalits was the making of a congregation for themselves. Consequently, he founded the Pratyaksha Raksha Deva Sabha, following which he came to be known as Poikayil Sri Kumara Gurudeva. And when coming to the poem, this poem reflects on how the history of Dalits remained under erasure for ages. By highlighting the unwritten history of the Dalits community, the poem confronts the root cause of this social injustice that engenders communal subjugation and stigma. It also mirrors how traditional writing of history becomes an act of unfair politics. In a startling way, the song becomes a defiant plea for reclaiming. From the time of ancient history, there has been no alphabet in sight to represent the Dalit sensibility. The world history has divided the whole of humanity as two races, yet no alphabet has been found to represent the other race. An absence of existence in the histories mean the muting of a race altogether. Here also, the poet brings out the plight that his race is suffering because of the absence of an alphabet that should have probably been writing in favor of his race. Though they are the dwellers in Kerala for a long time now, they came to be lowly on earth, and they are found for a demon to blabber this and that on earth, and everyone else blames them without an apprehension. Since no alphabet has been found in favor of the poet race, he attempts to make his own melody. The feeling of regret in realizing that his caste has never been represented is what makes him add his own verses. He makes explicit critique of world histories that conveniently avoid the marginalized to favor the superior caste identities. The same world histories that have recorded the histories of all races have failed to record the history of the poet race, and the title is apt in reflecting on the situation that the poet experienced. So, the poet says that he sees no alphabet about his race. That means no one has written about their race or their caste. And he has seen histories of so many races. He has seen histories of so many races, but there was no history about his race. The world's history think them as two races. The world history thinks that there is a race called the higher class and a race called the lower class. So they divided the race into two. And he repeats the line that I see no alphabet about my race. And he says that they were the people who started living in this world from the very ancient period. But there was no one to write the story of their race. When he thinks of it, he regrets. Like they were the ancient clans of the world or Kerala, and there was no one to represent them or tell their history. Because of that, the poet says something that he adds to his melody about their history. The story of how a people who lived from times long ago in Kerala came to be so lowly on earth. He is not ashamed about the frailties of his caste. and which means he doesn't feel any shame on the weakness or vulnerabilities of his caste, and they are offsprings or they are just treated as kids, and they are forever damned to blabber this and that on earth. Their words are not taken by anyone. They are just seen as very minor or something, like they are treated as trifles, and everyone blames them without consideration. And how is it possible? The poet is asking that how is it that God, who gives shape to everything, allows everyone to blame them in this manner? He is asking the question that the God has created everything. The God is the creator of the noble man and the lower caste man. So they are always blamed by everyone till the earth and sky ends.